Hi guys, welcome to King Technologies. Today we are going to build a project initiator. What that means is whenever you start a new project, you need to do a couple of things like creating project folder, then creating new repo in GitHub, and then adding remote to it. And after that, add README file and push the initial commit. But we can automate this process. So whenever we start a project, it will just take a couple of seconds and just a single command like I open run command and type create and let's call it project initiator. And let's if you don't pass any argument, it will create a local repo. If you pass -g, create a global repo. If you -o, it will create an organization repo. So let's create an organization repo. So after you hit OK, it takes a couple of seconds to create repository, add remote to it, and it will open that folder in VS Code. Simple as that. So how we can achieve this? First thing, we need to create a bat file, and the name of this file is going to be our command as mine the create. If you change the name, it will be that command. So first thing we need to do is echo off, and then after set fn equals %1, then set flag 1 equals %2. The percentage are the arguments we are going to pass, like the options and the name of the project. And then flag 2 equals %3. After that, we need to do cd/d and the percentage sign, then tilde sign, then db0. When you execute the command, it will need to be on the directory where this file is, create.bat file. So this command will help you to do that. After that, we'll check if %1, let's use %1 again, and equal a blank string. If it is a blank string, that means what we need to do is we just echo like this: must provide a folder name or must provide a project name. And in the else part, let's do a command, a Python command. We need to do this pieces. Python, let's call the file remote.py, and we need to pass arguments as system arguments. So fn, then flag 1, and then flag 2. Great. So let's test it out that everything's working fine or not. So let's type create, and it isn't private anything. So it's saying must provide a project name. Then let's create a remote.py file, a Python file. We are going to do this all things in Python. It's easy and it will be fast. So let's first test it out that everything is working or not. So import sys for import system, and then print, let's call system.arg arguments. Let's execute create x2 x1, and let's buy this -g. So we'll get remote.py x1 and -g. Great. Remote.py is this as a first argument, and this is the second argument. After that, let's use we need to do is import os for executing commands, and import url lib.request for checking internet connection. First thing, we need to provide a path. So let's provide a path c/users/ and my username is king t, and then downloads. This is going to be a project folder, so you can change the path according to your project folder. After that, let's define a function connect to checking for internet connection. So and use try and url b.request.url open, and here you need to provide any website. I'll just provide mine, https technology.in, and return true. And in the exception case, If internet is not working, then what we can do is except return false. Wait. So after that, what we need to do is firstly let's check for the arguments. So if length of the system.argv equals 2, that means just like the file name and the project folder name, that means they want to create a local repo. So we'll call the function local repo. We're going to create it, and after that in elif we'll check length again of system arguments argv and greater than equal to 3. So that means they're providing this option, that means a G or O according to like global repo or organization repo. So if net is working, we'll check for internet connection. If connect is working, then we'll do global repo. Okay, in this global repo function, we're going to create for both the global repo and organization repo. And in the else part, we'll ask for an input that no internet connection want to work locally. So we'll provide a y here or exit. Okay, great. So after that, let's check for if y dot lower equals y. If it is y, then do a local repo function call, and else do exit. So exit, and let's provide it exit. So let's create these functions. First, local repo function. It's easy function. Let's do def local repo, and we need to get an argument here. So let's go folder str string conversion and then sys.argv, and we'll pass the first argument. After that, in the try block, we'll do create a variable dir equals path, that path plus slash and plus folder name. Great. After that, we have a couple of commands to do. So we'll create a list, and in that we pass the command like firstly get init. Then we have I'm using an f string echo as folder. I'm calling it folder, but you can also like change that variable name to project or something. Okay, I'm making it folder because it will create as a folder name. And in this we can type readme.md. After that, in the third command, let's type git add readme.md. Then we have git commit. Let's do git commit minus m with the let's do initial commit. By default, it will create the branch dev, but we need a different branch, so let's do that. Git branch capital M and me. Yeah, this will do the job. Okay, I think git commit initial commit git branch. Okay, everything is looking fine. Then I'm using os.mkdir. I know I'm not using all the extension yet. mkdir, then providing a directory, and os.chdr for chain directory. And after that, I'm using a loop for C in commands, and os.system for executing all these commands C. And after that, let's print f string, yeah, and that folder created locally. Great. And let's also do os.system code dot. It will open this project in VS Code. We need to do an except also if anything happens wrongly, like the project folder's name is already created, so it will just provide an exception for us. So what we can do is x dot input already created will do the job. So let's do folder already exist. Yeah, try another folder, try another project name. Let's use project exit and then y, and yeah. So if same as the downside, x dot lower equal y, then do exit and exit. Else call the local repo function again. This is called tail recursion. That means at the end of the function, we'll call the function again. So we'll pass x as our new folder, new project folder name. So this will come here and it will execute again as a local repo. Great. And let's do again. Yeah, this is all for local repo. Let's create a global repo function also. Let's use R capital. I like using camel case. And here also folder equal str, same as above. And system.argv, and let's pass one here and try, and same as dir equals path plus slash plus folder, and command equal. Can we copy these all commands? Yes, we can, because there will be just going to be a one difference. We don't need get it in here. We'll need echo readme.md git commit git branch main, and one more command for push. Git push. Yeah, I know you're worrying about that. We didn't create the repo like git init kind of. We'll use gh for that. Push minus u origin and main. Perfect. Let's do os.chdar, same as above, and for the path. Yeah, we don't need to create. Remember this one. In this, we'll creating the directory, but in here we don't need to create the directory because gh will do this for us. So if system.argv2 equals g, because here we are checking that it's 3 or more than 3. So if we are here, we're checking the second argument or system variables, that if it is minus g, then we'll check for length of the system dot sys.argv equals 4. If you want to create a private repo, then the command will be os.system. Let's use fstring gh repo create name of the project. I'm calling it folder. Then pass private and minus y. And in the else part, we need to do the same thing. So let's copy paste it. And instead of private, we are just passing public. So if we pass just like this, it will take this as minus g and it will create a public repo for us. And if we pass like this as like in minus p or anything, any variable will do the job. So it will create a private repo. After that, let's use lf, because if anything else is there, then we don't need that. argv2 equals minus o, and if you want, you can change these options to something else. That's up to you. Then let's check again. If length system.argv equals 4, yeah, we'll do that the same because we check for. So we can just copy this and paste here. And here this the single change is that we can provide a organization name here. So King Technologies will be the mine and private repo. And in the else part, let's use the same again, os.system, and we can just copy this one and paste it here, and instead of private we can provide public. Yeah, so this will do the job. And the next thing what we need to do is if length system.argv is greater than or equal to 3, then we can do os.change directory to dir. Now after executing this one, we'll have this project folder. So after that we can use a 4c in command and os.system c, and after that let's execute the same print nf string with the folder created globally, and os.system port dot, and in the else part, that means they provided something else. They didn't provide -g or -o. So let's do print not a valid input. And this is we need to do exception part also. We can just copy this one. Folder already exists, will do the job. Then y exit, and in the elf part we'll check for internet connection also again, because this can also be happened by internet connection loss. So here we check for connect again, and if it is connect is returning true, that means we are using global repo. And if connect is not working, then we can just go with this one, the last one. Yeah. Okay, we need to do this. Okay. Yeah. Okay, it's looking good. Let's open Python workspace. Work Python. This is my Python workspace. All projects. Let's add that folder in the workspace. Yeah. Okay, we got it. Now we can use a formatter. Okay, it formatted, and there's no error at all. Let's try it out. So let's do create, and now we end the DOM folder. Let's use create, and after that let's type x1 wrong something. So it's saying x1 already exists, try another create, but that means they are taking the exception. Then type y, then let's go with x2 and price -g. So it will create the global repo on my GitHub profile and open the project in VS Code. Great. This is my profile. Let's use the organization also, and let's use private. I'm passing -p. You can pass anything you want, and we need to change to x3. Okay, this repo is created x3 on GitHub, and project folder opened, and this remote. Okay, it's working fine. Okay guys, you will save time, start your project a bit fast. Okay guys, thanks for watching. Leave the comments below if you have any doubts or something. Like, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching.